Hello there, kings and queens. OMG, I miss you guys so much. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Now today your girl is back with a brand new video, but before we get into it, go ahead and hit that subscription button below. Go ahead, hit that button, show me some love, like this video even before you start watching it. Today I am back with a Q&A video, and I kind of wanted to do this one just because I feel like I've been doing all these makeup and dances and stuff, but like I'm not really getting in touch with you guys. If you follow me on Instagram, this video is most likely applying to my Instagram followers, mainly because I did the question post or tag thing where you can ask me some questions. Once again, hit the subscribe button. With that being said, please go ahead and continue watching. Okay, so the first question I got was from one of my Instagram followers, and I'm gonna go ahead and put her name right there so you guys can follow her as well. And her question for me was, why do you stop being friends with someone, question mark, like what's some reason you would drop them? There's like a lot of reasons for why you would stop being friends with someone. I mean, you can be friends with someone for like years and they can just do some bullshit stuff and like you just have to drop them, you know what I mean? So I think it depends on what the reason is, to be honest. I've definitely have lost like a lot of friends, but I never see it as I lost them, because in most of the cases, like I bet you like 99% of the time it wasn't like my fault. So I don't know, like it definitely depends on what they did to you, or like what you should why you should cut them off. However, you said what are some reasons I would drop them. So I mean, it's like the non-friendly things, to be honest, like whether spreading rumors or like a huge backstab. I don't know, it just has to be something that they did, because I know for a fact most of the time, like with my friendships, I don't just cut them off. They have to have done something to me in order for them to get cut off, I believe. And with that being said, definitely just maybe message me again and tell me what they did to you, you know what I mean? But definitely like some unfriendly things. Like I said, you have like one life to live and you have to stay positive. Don't let no negative vibes get near you. Make sure you just keep your circle nice and sanitary, like no toxic nonsense. That's all I'm saying. But thanks for asking me, Bianca. You're like so pretty. I love your question. So let's go on to the second question, and this question was asked also on Instagram from someone I go to school with, and her name is Ashley, but I'm gonna go ahead and put her Instagram name below there so you guys can follow her. Shout out to Ashley. And her question to me was, what is your all-time favorite eyeshadow palette? My favorite eyeshadow palette is the Juvia's Place Warrior palette. Now it's one of those neutral palettes that has a lot of gold in it and like neutral colors, and it's one of my favorite because I use it like all the time. I use it for highlight as well, some of the shadows in there, because it's just really pretty gold and it's natural and it's something that you can use all the time. It's a really good palette that's also really affordable, and their shadows are super pigmented, and they just have a lot of like the prettiest gold that looks good on girls with skin tones like mine. So yeah, thanks for asking, Ashley, and guys, definitely go ahead and give her a follow on Instagram. Okay, so my next question comes from one of my Instagram followers. Her name is Nicole, and I'm gonna go ahead and put her name down there as well. And Nicole asked me, who is my top 3 favorite YouTube influencers or like makeup artists and stuff like that. Some of them, because one of them don't have YouTube like that, like they don't really do YouTube videos, but they do have like some type of news on like YouTube and things like that, but they're mainly an influencer on Instagram. And the first one is Rezi. I'm gonna go ahead and put her Instagram name down here, and if you guys don't know who Rezi is, this is what she looks like. I love her feed, and I love how she color coordinate her Instagram pages and things like that. She's super pretty. I think she's super smart, because I also follow her on Twitter. And she's just very down to earth. I think she's from New York also, and her feeds are just always nice, and she slays, guys, like makeup, hair, wardrobe especially. She slays, she wears designers, and I've been following her since I think 2000 and probably like 13, 14. And she has, you know, come a long way with her, you know, her Instagram and things like that. But she has a couple of million followers, I think, or probably just 1 million, I'm not sure. But, you know, she's doing really well for herself. She, you know, gets invited to like Kardashian events and things like that. But her page is just super like high quality. It's bomb. And Rezi, if you watch this video, girl, shout out to you. You inspire me. My second favorite influencer, I think, would have to be Bretman Rock. And guys, like, I don't know, like, if you know me in real life, you know that I love to laugh. And a lot of YouTubers don't like amuse me like that, except for like his videos. Like, I love his videos. He cracks me up all the time. Like, Bretman Rock is that guy. And I'm pretty sure you guys know who he is by now if you're on YouTube. If you don't, that's what he looks like. I'm gonna put a picture of him up there or a video. I just love his videos. They crack me up. He's super funny. He's super down to earth also. He's also been doing, you know, been doing a lot of deals with, like, I think he did a deal with Nike recently, ColourPop and things like that. You know, just all goals. And, you know, he's very funny. And that's honestly one of the reasons why I watch his stuff, because he just cracks me up constantly. And shout out to Bretman Rock. Keep doing your thing, bro. You slay all the time. And my last influencer would have to be Makeup Shayla. The reason why I love her, you know, her feed and her Instagram and her YouTube videos is, you know, I see a lot of similarity in like our physicality. Like, she's a black girl, she's thick, and you know, she has also come a long way with like the beauty industry and things like that too. And, you know, a lot of these influencers, I know most of the time, don't come from like, you know, like too much money and things like that. And they just work their asses off to be where they are. And as a African-American woman, I think she's definitely doing her thing. You know, she's making deals, doing deals with like ColourPop, other makeup brands, and she slays on the gram, guys. Like, her makeup is always popping. Her outfits are always popping. She's always at events that, you know, all the influencers are at. And she's just one of those women who I think is very strong, independent, and, you know, like, she always hits the gym, stays healthy, you know, just like the little things. But she's definitely someone that I look up to. And if y'all don't know who she is also, I'm gonna go ahead and put her picture there and her Instagram name so you guys can follow her, because she's 100% that lit. Okay, so the next question comes from one of my friends named Michelle. She actually asked me this one on Snapchat, and Michelle asked me, where do you shop? Where do I shop? Okay, so this question is always so hard, because I do like the most randomest shopping. Like, most of the time I don't like sit down and think about going to buy like specific things. I just, like, when I'm out and I see something, or like I'm walking at the mall and I see it, then I get it. That's kind of like the way I shop. Or like if I'm on Instagram and I'm scrolling and I see, you know, someone in like a cute top or a cute bathing suit, then I ask them where they got it from. However, though, I do spend a lot of time and like a lot of my money at Windsor Fashions. Now, they're most likely in a lot of the malls around where I live. They're in like they should be in almost every Westfield mall. But like I said in, you know, my other Q&A video, I shop there mainly because I used to work there, and a lot of their clothes are like very trendy and it's good quality too. It's a little on the pricey side, but it's not as bad, you know what I mean? Like, it's no Chanel or anything. But that's my #1 spot for where I shop. Now if I'm looking for, you know, things that are in style but I know maybe won't last like that, I shop on, you know, websites from online like Shein. I think it's pronounced, I don't know if it's Shein or Shein. I don't know how to pronounce that word. But yes, I definitely get, you know, some of my outfits from on Shein. They're really like cheap. So those are outfits and things that, like, I don't really wear all the time, but like once in a while, and because it's in style, I would purchase it and I would rock that outfit, you know, but it's not something I'll be wearing on a daily. I also shop on fashionnova.com. Duh, everybody knows Fashion Nova. They have, you know, like the best summer stuff coming out right now, and I've definitely been getting a couple of packages from them. I love Fashion Nova. Their stuff is, you know, it fits to the size. So with finding stuff that fits me, Fashion Nova does a pretty good job. I also shop on the website Pretty Little Thing, and I shop Boohoo as well. A lot of the Instagram mainstream, you know, websites are kind of what I shop on, only because, you know, I'm getting more into like this YouTube thing, so I gotta keep up with the trends and stuff like that. And you know, their prices are not that bad, so definitely those websites, that's where I shop. And I hope that answered your question, Michelle. Thanks for asking, and check out those websites and check out those fashion pages. They definitely slay, girl, and if you want to hop on that, go right ahead. Okay, so this next question is from one of my Instagram followers as well. I'm gonna go ahead and put her name right there. And her question for me was, how do I deal with the haters? So I feel like there's two different types of haters. There's like internet bullies, and then there's like real life bullies and like haters and stuff like that. However, though, I don't deal with the haters. That's how I think that's the best way to approach someone who, you know, isn't fond of you, who, you know, doesn't like you, whether there's a reason or not. I just think that most of the time the whole hater thing is highly uncalled for, and I don't really take part in, you know, the whole hate train for someone. Even like someone who's hurt me and things like that, I don't sit on it. I don't think about it as much as I should, or as some people do. I just don't. If it's someone who is on, you know, like my Instagram feed saying hateful things and stuff like that, definitely a block. You get a block. I don't want you on my page, block Kiana. That's exactly what you get. So as far as the Instagram haters and things, that I don't deal with them. They just get blocked. Now in reality, haters, whatever, I don't really know any, because I feel like most of the time your haters don't approach you. Like, they try to avoid you, which is also a good thing, because honestly, I'm not trying to get in contact with any of a hater. That doesn't make any sense. That doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't make me more successful. It doesn't bring me happiness. So why do I have to, you know, deal with them? So that's one way I just avoid them, honestly. And if I'm getting approached or harassed or anything like that, that's somewhere you're not going to catch me, because like I know where to be at all times, and I know how to stay out of harm's way. So I hope that answered your question. Okay, so my next question comes from one of my friends, Sabrina. Sabrina asked me on Instagram, who's my top two favorite artists out right now. I love this question because if you guys don't know by now, I do sing and I love dancing, so I'm always bumping to some kind of music. I love music. But right now I would have to say definitely Tory Lanez. Tory Lanez has been dropping some fire hits recently, and you know, he's lit. He's really lit. Like, as an African American girl, I listen to a lot of like African music or like reggae or like Jamaican type beat, mainly also now because the summer is coming up and it's like turn up season. So I definitely have to give that to Tory Lanez. You know, his new song is hella fire, and he also dropped like a song a couple of months ago with Bad Baby, and love that one too. I was bumping to that all for my birthday, January, when it came. So definitely Tory Lanez right now is killing them, you know, with the hits. And my second favorite artist out right now would have to be Nicki Minaj. Like, did you guys think I was gonna forget Nicki? Why would I even dare? She's been dropping hits. She's been dropping the Barbiana. She's been dropping, or Barbie Gone Bad, my fault. But you know, Barbiana. The one you on my page, Blackiana, Kakiana, Badiana, Faithiana. That's me though. Anyways, let's get back on topic though. Definitely Nicki. She's dropped, you know, like a couple of records. Also, the run-in one she did with the ASAP Mob, that was fire. I still bumped that in the car, you know what I mean? So Nicki Minaj, of course, is one of my ones right now. She's always been. I hope this is not new to you guys. Like, you guys know my relationship with Nicki. Like, I love her. Is that my fault? No. She brings the hits and I listen to them. That's all you can do. So yes, definitely Tory Lanez is Nicki Minaj. You're killing the game right now, and I'm 100% down to see them perform if they decide to, of course. So yeah, hope that answered your question, boo. Sabrina, definitely follow her, guys. She's super cool and she's actually a sweetheart. So okay, so my next question is from one of my African homegirls, and her name is Musu. Musu, she asked me this question on Facebook, so I'm gonna go ahead and answer for her. Her question to me was, is bleaching your skin in the African community acceptable? Like, what's your opinion on that? Okay, girl, what do you think my opinion's gonna be? I don't know. Like, I know you know me and everything, and I'm pretty neutral, but I'm not for it. I personally don't think changing the color of your skin is gonna change your inner being. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, you know, going through that whole process and, you know, wanting to become so different than what you actually is, I don't know how that's supposed to, you know, help you as a human being. I'm not for it at all. In the African community, a lot of girls do bleach their skin, and it's kind of sad. Like, a lot of African Americans take part in that, but I don't like it. I've always liked my skin the way it is. Now, if it's stuff like, you know, bomb lighting and like Instagram and photos like that, I personally think that there's nothing wrong with, you know, editing your picture, even to a certain extent. Like, I don't care, edit all you want. But I think when it comes to, you know, changing, you know, your physicality in reality, like actually, you know, going out and like going through this process, I highly think it's uncalled for. And I just feel like females these days need to appreciate who they are and how God made them. I've always been, you know, very confident in what I look like, and I've been like bullied, like, believe it or not, I've been called like names and stuff like that when I was younger in school. And yes, it hurt at times, but at the end of the day, you know, it's all about the mind. So if you keep your mind on check and you look for yourself and you find who you truly are, and you love what you are and what you want to be and what you want to accomplish and things like that, you know, none of this physicality is really gonna matter, to be honest. And even if you're doing it for like other people and things like that, mainly most women do it because of, you know, how other women view them, or like how men especially, how they judge them and how they treat, you know, women who are lighter or women who are darker. And if it is different, then clearly the guy's not for you. You know what I mean? Like, don't change your physicality for anyone except yourself. And if you want to do it because, you know, you think, you know, it's going to make you a better person inside, then feel free to do it. You know, I'm all for, you know, self-confidence and, you know, doing what you want with yourself and loving yourself regardless. But, you know, if you're doing it for other people, don't do it. Like, the whole bleaching thing, I'm not a big fan of it. And I personally I just love who I am. So it's really hard for me to even think about, you know, what that means to me. But for other girls, young girls watching this video, definitely love yourself, you know, take care of yourself, love yourself 100%. Stay how you are. God made you that way for a reason. Don't go changing yourself for anyone else. And yeah, so I hope that answers your question, Musu. And girl, if you was thinking about it, you better cut it out, because it is not worth it. All the medical problems that could come after that, you might not be ready for that. So that's just my opinion. And yeah, have a nice day, Musu. Love you. Okay, so one of my friends, Raven, asked me a question. Raven's question to me was, what keeps you motivated to do YouTube videos? Good question, like really good question actually. Cause you know, there's been times where I'm like, oh, I don't want to do a video today, but then I just think about like the platform already that I already have and that I've been doing, and it's always just fun to do them. So with that being said, I'm definitely going to say what keeps me motivated is definitely my family and those who just support me all the time. You know, when I go on my YouTube videos and I'm watching, you know, like some of the videos I've done in the past and I see the comments and things like that, it definitely like I see them and I love them, and it's like the best feeling in the world to know that people out there just support you and they love watching what you do and they're learning from you too. So I'm definitely gonna say you know, my supporters, they keep me motivated. Also my love for fashion and my love for makeup and beauty and life and love, all of that keeps me motivated, which is why I'm never gonna stop doing these videos. I hope that answers your question. And guys, I'm so sorry for this noise that's happening right now. It's coming from next door. I don't know what it is. Okay guys, so that is it for today's video. I went ahead and answered all of your questions that you've had. I'm so glad I was able to answer you guys' question, and you know, I hope you guys continue to stay following me on Instagram. And with that being said, please go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it. Leave a comment below if you have any more questions, whether it's about like where I got my cute top from or whatever. But with that being said, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like I said, like this video, and I will catch you guys in my next YouTube video. Bye.
If you didn't know, my sister-in-law just dropped her new single, and if you want to support her music, her beautiful African music, please go ahead and click her link below to listen to it.